Hi everyone, my name is Marcia Canestrano and my company is Shakti Soul Coach and I read the Akashic Records. So right now my records are open for this message from Mother Mary. This coming Saturday, August 15, 2020 is a feast day of Mother Mary according to the Catholic Church. And I still like the idea of having a day to celebrate her. And it's called the Feast of the Ascension. And so her energy has just been so prominent for me in 2020. She has been like my main guide, truthfully. I've always had a relationship with her since I was a small child because I was raised Catholic. And this feast day on August 15th has been always very special to me because as a teenager I went to a Catholic all-girls camp and we actually had big celebrations on this day. I was always at camp on August 15th. And the celebrations were just women gathering together and really coming together, and it was just about having treats and having fun and singing together and playing together and celebrating together. It had no religious connotation attached to it at all. It was truly the celebration of the divine feminine. Before I even ever heard of that term, right? That was in the 70s. So anyway, this day has always held a very special place in my heart. And last year I was working a lot with the goddess Freya, who's the Norse goddess of, to put it really shortly, of war and love. And so, but she represents so much more than that. But anyway, we'll do another video on her someday soon. So, getting back to Mother Mary, I was really working so much with Freya last year. And then at the end of last year, Mother Mary came in and she was wearing these huge white pristine wings. It was so beautiful. And I never really seen her that way. And she does appear to me in all kinds of various forms. Sometimes I see her as a priestess of Isis, completely looking Egyptian. Sometimes I see her now in that more angelic form. Sometimes I see her very traditionally, like she's portrayed in many paintings. Sometimes I see her just as this beautiful galactic Lemurian star queen too. So she can show up to us in whatever form, we are open to at that moment in time, and whatever is relevant for us at that moment in time. And so she has been really guiding me and bringing through meditations and light code activations this year. And so a part of this feast day is about her assumption or her ascension in her physical body into heaven. That is the traditional religious definition of this day. But she has been reminding me that this day is about not only her, but this is about every human being and their not ascension on the moment of death, but their INcension, which is a term that I love that Marguerite Rigoloso of Seven Sisters Mystery Schools uses, and Andrew Harvey uses it too. Where this INcension, and this is really what I've been experiencing this year, and I'm sure many of you have, is because all of these light codes in our DNA are being activated so that we can be accessing the fifth dimensional realities or beyond. I mean, I've been blessed because I've been working with Mother Mary, who actually is working with the benevolent Palladians of unconditional love. So I've been working with them, and some of my people who have been following me have been working with them in higher dimensions than even the fifth. But this is about not like, whoa, going out of our bodies, going into this other new place. This is about bringing it within us. Everything that we ever wanted, needed, is all within this, in the physical form. And I do have to talk about the numerology a little bit because I love the fact that this day ended up on 8/15, right? This feast day. So 8 8 is the number of the material world. It's also the number of, the 888 code. The 88 code is the number of the divine feminine, right? And so it is the material world. It is about achievement here. It is about power here. And so the material world has everything to do with the body. And so the 15, 1 plus 5 equals 6. 6 is the vibration of love. And so what Mary's reminding us of is this love that we can have for our body that goes really deep and really just so within ourselves, so that we can really come into this place of housing all these different light code activations from these higher dimensions that we've all come here to experience within us. And the vibration of all of these higher dimensions obviously is love, because that's the vibration of the source of all. And that's what we all came from, and that's who we all are, and that's what we'll all go back to. And so Mary keeps on talking to me about these sending the codes within us for our own personal awakening, or the next level of our awakening, because I feel that we all go through many, 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 many different layers. And so she wanted to bring through a message today regarding her feast day, regarding this theme of our INcension. And so I am using Alana Fairchild's Mother Mary Oracle, which I love and adore. It's been such a blessing for me to have this this year and been working with it. It's really helped me to build up an even more dynamic and beautiful relationship with her. So I do have to say that I do also love, I'm just going to show you, just, you can see some of the cards, right? Look at how beautiful. And I love how Mother Mary's portrayed in this sometimes traditional, but other times very untraditional manner. Okay? And whoops, there they go. All colors, all races. So it's really a beautiful deck. And I don't know who the artist is. I probably should know that. Let me look really super quick here. The artist is Shiloh Sophia McLeod. So there we go. I like to give the artist credit also too, because the work is so beautiful that they bring through for this. And so, tuning into Mother Mary, call upon Mother Mary who loves me unconditionally now. What is the message that you would like to bring through for us on your feast day of August 15th? Oh, wow. Interesting. Our Lady of Nourishment. Wow. Does that have to do with the physical body? In many ways. It also has to do with everything else too. But yeah, interesting. Our Lady of Nourishment. So this message is about us really going into our place and being in this place of nurturing ourselves. Looking to see, okay, are we eating correctly? Let's start with the real basics. Are we eating correctly? But also, too, this is an acknowledgement that anything from the outside source is a temporary fix, if you will, whether it be food, whether it be drink, whether it be, buying new clothes, whatever it is. These are all kind of quick fixes to really not go inside and really look at what is happening. And so we're being asked on this feast day of hers to look at the feast as something that is coming from within. We think of the word feast as a big plateful, right? Or big platefuls of food on a big, huge table. But she's saying that the nourishment is already within us. And the nourishment is that energy of love that is within us. The energy that we have that is happening within us now through these light code activations. And just anyone consciously acknowledging her at this moment in time, or on August 15th, she will begin to even bring through even more for you if you so choose. And so what she is saying here is the physical form is it's just a reiteration of what was coming through earlier, is that the physical form contains everything, that we have the soul within us that allows for us to really tap into who we are and to look for emotional and mental and physical and spiritual satisfaction from the inside out. That it all starts within the physical form. And also too, this is about not only nourishing ourselves, but also about nourishing the planet. To look and see if we are conducting our actions in accordance to what will nourish the planet. You know, and that could be just recycling, or making sure that you pick up your garbage when you leave the beach, or maybe even planting a tree or watering some flowers, or being respectful and asking permission from the plant spirits before you go and pick something. You know, anything like that. How are we giving back to the planet? Because this 8 number is a part of that planetary energy. And so, in that planetary energy, we are nourishing ourselves through that. And as we nourish ourselves through that, this is a planet of giving and receiving. So as we receive, then we give back to our mother, who is the planet, in whatever way, shape, or form is best suited for us. And so we can end with a really quick meditation here. And just really closing your eyes down, placing your right hand on your heart, taking a few breaths here, and looking into your heart space. And feeling yourself within your heart, going within your heart. And within your heart, there is a beautiful banquet table before you. And some of the things on this banquet table are not only food, but they are love, they're sacred union, they're friendship, there's career expansion, there's divine connection, there's fifth dimensional embodiment, and so it goes on and on and on. There's peace of mind. There's compassion for yourself. There's self-care and self-love and self-compassion. And so, Mother Mary of Unconditional Love is asking you on her feast day to feast among these items that will nourish you from the inside out. Especially, she wants to point out love. And with that message of love, she is asking you to really focus at your heart center and see that beautiful emerald green light just really expanding with every breath into the heart center. Opening it up even more so to allow for more love to flow in and for more love to be able to flow out. This is the personal heart center. So she's beginning here today. And she's asking you to be able to be feasting on all that is within you, that is the bounty of the multiverse, that comes from all realms. Feasting on the wisdom of the source of all that is within you. Feasting on the love that is within you. Feasting on the peace of mind that is within you. Feasting on the financial and material abundance that is within you. Feasting on your connection to all of your divine guidance of unconditional love and to the source of all. That is within you. You are your own vast multiverse. And so she asks you, as a guest at her table on this feast day, celebrating her, to participate with her in the celebration of life for your best and highest good and the best and highest good of all. As above, so below, so be it. And when you're ready, just slowly come out of your heart center and into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, slowly opening up your eyes, coming back into the room, and just placing your hands in prayer mudra at the forehead, at the heart, bowing in gratitude. And knowing that the grand feast of life is before you, and that all of us have everything within us as the INcension of who we are to be embodying the greatest awakening as an Aquarian being. Many, many blessings. Namaste.